WVTM 13 Project Community is highlighting barrier-breaking women. It started with a cross-country trip to uncover the hidden history behind an iconic whiskey brand.
And now Fawn Weaver's headlining a best-selling book tour. WVTM 13's Carla Wade spoke with her about going from homeless to CEO of Uncle Nearest.
As an enslaved African-American, Nearest Green's story of how he contributed to the making of Jack Daniel's whiskey was almost lost to history. But a simple photograph would inspire Fawn Weaver to dig deeper, learning more about Green and herself, and to found the best-selling African-American spirit brand ever.
June 26, 2016, the New York Times did a story indicating Jack Daniel's may have been started with the help of a slave. There was little proof to go on, so I got on a plane and flew 1,800 miles to Lynchburg, Tennessee.
That flight was just the beginning of entrepreneur and author Fawn Weaver's journey toward her future as the owner of one of the fastest growing whiskey brands in history, Uncle Nearest.
It's not just a story of history, because my storyline flows through the entire thing. My leaving home at 15 and dropping out of high school around the same time and being in 3 homeless shelters by the time I was 18. From that point until now of being one of 5 African-American women to found and lead billion-dollar-plus companies.
To write Love and Whiskey, the remarkable true story of Jack Daniel, his master distiller Nearest Green, and the improbable rise of Uncle Nearest, Weaver collaborated with archivists, historians, and genealogists to find out more about Green's life. That's because social media posts inaccurately claimed Daniel had stolen Green's recipe and techniques.
I looked at it and thought, you're in the 19th century, early 20th century at the latest. If you wanted to hide a Black man's involvement, you simply did not have to photograph him and you never had to mention him. And that in and of itself would hide the Black man. And so that photo to me said that Jack was trying to make sure that this person, whoever this person was, that person could not be erased.
Through countless hours of research and interviews with both Green's and Daniel's descendants, her instincts would turn out to be spot on.
The only thing I could say to explain this is that the story was always waiting there to be told, and I was chosen to tell it. And the only way we can cement the legacy of Nearest Green, who we now know to be the first known African-American master distiller on record in the United States. We also know him to be the mentor and teacher of Jack Daniel. We also know him to be the first and only known master distiller for Jack Daniel Distillery No. 7.
She would also find a new business opportunity. Weaver bought the 300-acre farm in Lynchburg, Tennessee, where Nearest taught Jack how to distill. Then, without any experience, she started Nearest Green Distillery in Shelbyville.
And when I tell you, I went looking for a story of love, honor, and respect, and not only did I find that, but I also found the story of hope.
A story of hope, unraveling a mystery of history, leading to the next generation of entrepreneurship. Carla Wade, WVTM 13.